In this video, I want to demonstrate how to create a table to organize information in Microsoft Word. If you will go to your Insert ribbon, that's where you will find the Table button. Tables are made up of columns and rows. So before you get to this point, you need to have an idea of how many columns and how many rows you are going to need. You can use the grid and design the table, or you can go to Insert Table and type in the number of columns and number of rows that you need. Now, with my table now visible, I have two new ribbons. These are contextual ribbons. They only come into view when I am working with my table. Notice if I click outside of my table, those two tabs disappear. But once I am back in my table, I have these two tabs available. So these are the Table Tools Design and Layout tab, and they allow me to make changes within my table. Now, the easiest way to move around in your table is to press the Tab key after you enter text to move from cell to cell. So I'm just pressing the Tab key. That moves from cell to cell very easily. Once I've designed my table, if I realize that I added an extra column that I didn't need, I can modify. I can go to the Layout ribbon, click in the column that I want to get rid of. Remember, columns run up and down, rows run left to right. Here on my Table Tools Layout ribbon, I can go to Delete, and I can tell it to delete the column, and it's referring to the column where my insertion point is. Okay, that pulls that column from my table. Works the same way if I decide I needed an extra row. I can go to my Table Tools Layout ribbon and I can tell it to insert another row above or below my cursor. Now, when you are in the last row of a table, you can very easily insert a new row just by pressing the Tab key, and another row is added to the bottom of your table. Now, on your Table Tools Design ribbon, this is where you will find the table styles, so the pre-designed formatting that we can quickly apply, as well as some other table style options that we can select. If the item has a check mark in front of it, it's turned on. If you don't want that formatting done, just remove the check mark. Tables are very good for organizing information. Makes it very easy for the reader to get the information from the document. Now, if you need to resize a column or a row, you can do that a couple of different ways. The easiest way is to position your mouse pointer on the line that divides the columns and click and drag to increase the width of that column. Notice how my mouse pointer changes once I have it in the correct position. Okay, you can do the same thing for a row. On your Table Tools Layout ribbon, you can also change column and row height and width by using this section here. Now, the entire table can be selected by clicking this box in the top left-hand corner. And you can also move the table up and down the page by clicking and dragging that handle.